doing tonight? I got on my two PZ shirt tonight, my Tupac shirt. Um, I wasn't trying to go live today, but I was like, you know what? Thursday, Fridays, and Saturdays are my late nights, so I have to be up. So why not, get up with the money getters, see what you guys are all up to tonight. See my snazzy new desk, well, my chair and my new desk and all of that. I'm ready to stream. um, I needed like something. I had a desk set up. I had everything set up, but the desk and chair that I had, this one has like where you can put your feet up underneath it or whatever. I saw one on TikTok shop today. It actually has like it's a swivel chair. Let me get this right. Okay, there we go. Okay. Whew. Now we're talking. I can pick my feet up and all of that. But I saw one on TikTok shop today. It doesn't match what I got going on, but I wish I had a thought more of it because, and I'm gonna probably show you guys. I'm gonna go back to it and screen record what I saw, but it's like this swivel chair. You sit down, and then it has this another platform that you can swing behind you. You can put in front of you. You can tilt it. It does all kinds of things, but it's great for your circulation and whatnot. So I saw that today, and I was like, I probably should have got that, but I like the look of this. I like all the different colors. It has this little mat. Um, you guys all know that I've been talking about my laptop that I just bought, and I had to send it back through the Geek Squad or whatever. They've had my laptop for about 2 weeks at Best Buy, so um, I had to raise hell and get them light a little fire under their butts so they can get my laptop back to me. They were talking about 5 to 6 weeks. I don't think so. So I got my laptop back in 2 weeks. All you have to do is call and raise hell, it looks like, and that would do the trick. So it was 2 weeks instead of 5 weeks. But I'll be happy to have that back. I don't really. I need a laptop for setting up like my Walmart storefronts and stuff like that. It's easier to do that on there. And I also like when I'm in a mood to write. It's sometimes it's just better to do things online. I see I got quite a few of you in and out the chat. Please hit that like button for me. Don't come in here acting a donkey and acting like you don't have no home training because I know your mom taught you to speak when you enter a room. So say hi in the Chizat and hit the like button for me. Let's see who we got in here because I see someone already acting a fool. And I know I know you are acting a fool because YouTube is blocking all of your texts. So I don't really have to even be bothered with you. I can just act like I don't even see you, whoever you are. hmm But what's good with everybody? How's everybody doing tonight? Who's in here with me? Um, say hi. Let me know so I can say hi back. Um, let me see. Who is this freaking Yahoo? Oscar. I know you like for everybody to see your messages, but I'm gonna do for you, women. Oscar, I'm gonna do for you what your mother should have done for you. And I'm gonna show you some manners as soon as I can get you up out of here. Hey, yo, girl Ella, how are you doing tonight? Let me see. For some reason, I couldn't get you out of there. Hey, Frankie. You know what? I'm gonna have to go another route because I really need to get Oscar off my chat. He's bugging me, and I don't feel like being bugged tonight. I'm already tired. It's been a long day, um, and I just don't feel like being trolled. Sometimes, I'll let you trolls stick around and toy with you and have a little fun with you. But you know what? Not tonight. I want you out of my chat. I need you out of my chat right now, like ASAP. I won't continue this live until I get Oscar out of my damn chat. And I mean exactly that. Mm, it's 20 of you in here, and no, okay, there we go. Everybody say goodbye to Oscar. First, let's report you. Harassment and bullying, that'll do it. This is harassing me. And then, bye bye, you're hidden on my channel. So, no more Oscar. Okay, he was behind the scenes being very profane. Okay, so that's the end of you, sir. Mm-hmm. Yes. So, how's everybody doing tonight? How's your Thursday evening going? Is everybody getting prepared for the holidays? The holidays are upon us. We have about 2 weeks before Thanksgiving is here. And don't say hi to Oscar. Oscar has been a naughty boy today, very naughty. Um, so naughty that I didn't even have to look at his messages because YouTube was blocking all of his messages as they were coming through. But 2 weeks, that's what you have for Thanksgiving. If you haven't got your dinner together yet, start now because it's going to get more hectic. For me, it doesn't really feel like Thanksgiving, and that's mainly because the weather has been hot. Like up until this Monday, we've had temperatures in the 80s. It's mid-November and it's still summer weather here. However, because God is good, we will be having rain for the next 1, 2, 3, 4 days, and then the following week is supposed to be another few days of rain. I'm excited about it. I got my roast out. I was supposed to cook it today. However, I got busy and I decided not to cook. But and plus, it wasn't all the way thawed out. You know how you pull your meat down from the freezer and you put it in the refrigerator so that it can thaw out. So that's what I did. And I have four like thin chuck roasts. I don't buy the thick roast anymore. I like the thin cut because they don't take as long to cook and they come out more tender. And you can chop it up and make. You could either chop it up and make um, tacos. You can make burrito bowls with it. You can pour it over rice. I have potatoes. I have carrots, so I'll be chopping it up like that. Not free Oscar. Not free Oscar. You know what? I should have let him stay. And since you're talking about free Oscar, you know what? I think I got to get rid of you too. Because I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Hi, Ryan. How are you? You're Lucy. You have to go by. Okay. Mhm. Bye, Asian Diane. Have a nice life. Okay, you guys are trolling me big time. That's what's up. I love it. Um, Inspire and achieve. It's not about me being fine and still because I am that. He wasn't saying things like that. He was saying shut the f up, stuff like that. And no, I don't have to shut the f up. YouTube pays me to talk. YouTube isn't paying him to troll. That's the thing right there. Can we get the likes up, guys? Hmm. Like it's literally the same person coming back because is that what we're gonna do tonight? You're gonna keep coming back with another screen name. I got time today. I got time. I have to be up for another 3 hours. 3 hours. So we can do this all night. And guess who's gonna get paid from your engagement and all of that? Me. But since you're here, let's talk about the fun stuff. Shopping. Um, Someone told me today, oh, I paid $300 for a 50-inch television. 298. They said I paid 298. How come Walmart has 50-inch TVs on sale for $128? So they could have saved $270. In essence, they could have bought three TVs for that same price. Or they could have bought a 65 inch for that same price, maybe even a 70 inch. TVs are really cheap right now. I remember when I bought my first flat screen, it wasn't a smart television or any of that good stuff. It was just a regular, just flat screen. All it was a television that was flat. It didn't have Bluetooth, it didn't have anything. And I probably paid like 1,500 for it, way too much for a television. It wasn't even all that big. That TV probably was about 40 inches, and I paid like 1,500 for it. And then the next TV I bought that was like it was really nice, and I was like, oh, I shouldn't have paid that for it. I got it from Sam's Club. I only paid like $800 for it, but it was nice. It looked like the people were literally walking out in front of you. It was a nice television, but I don't know. I see TVs that cost like 4 or 5 thousand, but you don't really need to pay that much for a TV nowadays. You can pay like $300 and get yourself a decent TV, and you can do that over at Walmart. They're having a good sale. My mom's been bugging me all day. Send the links. Send the links. What's on sale? Send me the links. Send me the links. Like 8 o'clock this morning, the first thing she woke up calling me, um, MMG. That's not what she said, but MMG, where's the link? I don't want you to get your day started without sending me my link. So I had to send her her link. Um, I didn't get around to that until about 3:30. But yeah, they have some good stuff over there. I screenshotted some, and then if you guys want to get to the link, you can. As a matter of fact, let me do it like this: send the link, send the link, send the link, send the link, send the link. Um, she's probably gonna come on here and start talking trash to me anyway, in a little bit. Um, Let me see. Let me put the link in the chat for you guys. All right, there's the link. Let's pin it. So I'm going to tell you guys what I saw that I think you guys would be interested in today. Um, Over on Walmart, they had Christmas trees, and this is the Christmas tree I got last year. It's still the same price. Um, like $85 for one of those. What do they call them? What kind of trees are those? Let me see. It's like a pre-lit flocked Chris, Frisco pine auto, artificial tree. That's what they call them. Artificial trees. I got one last year. It's a very nice tree, very nice size, not too big. Me and the bars will be putting our tree up probably Saturday or maybe tomorrow night, maybe Saturday. I thought we were getting all of our PJs in tonight. How come they brought me just a pajama top? They forgot one of the gowns. So now I have to get out there and get out in the field and get us matching PJs. Whatever. But yeah, I wish this chair could be like a massage or whatever. I wish it did more than just light up. That would be cool, wouldn't it? So yeah, I'm gonna put up the tree. We got all of our decorations in. I have I'm like literally in the middle of a sea of boxes. Like every wall, every wall in this room has boxes. I have a TV stand, which is a fireplace TV stand, new bookshelf, pajamas, Christmas stuff. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. My feelings on Trump, Nathan, Nathan. Let's talk about it. Um, mm, Nathan Barman. What are your feelings on Trump? Let me know something good. What do you think? I see that they have finally released the Epstein files. Is it Epstein or Epstein? Which one is it? I see that they have finally released the files, and so we all know what Trump did not want us to know, right? We all know it's secret. They said he was bothering them children too. Isn't that what they said? I haven't really gone into it, but I did read that much. Um, I don't know. I wasn't there to see it, and I need a little bit more evidence than some paperwork in the file. By now, don't you think? Possibly not, but by now, don't you think that someone would have come out and said it? I mean, he could have paid them off. He could have paid them off really well. He tried to pay off Stormy Daniels, but that got out. So I don't know. Hey, good evening, Dana. How are you doing tonight? I hope your night is going swell. Um, so yeah, that's what I think about it, Nathan. What you never said what you thought about it, about good old Trump, good old President Trump. Hey, let me tell you this. I don't think all men would do this, but from my experience and from my experience, most men would talk to a young girl. Most men, as long as she's 18, they don't see anything. They don't have a problem with having a relationship with a young girl. That's most men. And now even women are beginning, not me, not me, not me, okay? But I'm seeing more and more women begin to do that as well. It used to be a time where women, you wouldn't see them, at least not like today. You would not see a lot of women who were in their 40s and their 30s uh, dating men in their 20s. Or, yeah, I would say boys, not men, even boys. Like, you're 45 and you're with a 23-year-old. To me, that's too much like talking to a child. Because what can a 23-year-old really say or do? Or, I mean, it's just not like I'm a grown ass woman. I want a grown ass man. I do not want, I don't even want to talk really to somebody that young. I don't even want to converse with you except something arbitrary like, hey, how you doing? How's school? You doing good at school? I don't want to like sit up and talk to you about nothing. Like, what can I talk to you, a 20-some year old about? I'm not doing that. So, but I see more and more women willing to do that dance. And I see, like I said, a lot of men. When I remember when I was young, I remember me being young. I'm a teenager, and grown men would try to talk to me. Like my daughter is 18, and she was like, "This grown man tried to talk to me." Then it's so funny because she's 18, and for her, anybody that looks 20, 30 is grown to her. She'll tell me, "I'm a young adult. I'm a young adult," but really in her mind, I'm still a kid. I'm a kid. Like you are grown. You don't have any. You shouldn't even be looking at me. And I'm glad that we live in a society now where that is getting. When people talk, when men talk to younger women, it's getting like really. What was his name? What's his name? With the show, he did really well last year. The old football player, the one that looks like Miss Netta. What's his name? Uh, and they found out he was with that young girl, and he gave that young girl a bunch of money. She just bought her a house and a nice watch. Job, right, Dana? Like, right, like, ew. Like, who wants to date somebody that young? Um, unless you have an issue, unless you have a superiority complex. Like, I was talking about this the other day. What's his name? Kevin Gates said that who wants a old washed up woman. I don't know. Like if I'm 70 though, like I think about when I get, I'll be honest. Like I was like I'm 48. I'll be 48, and I was like I don't want a 60-year-old man. That's too old. I was at their dealership last week um, getting my car in maintenance, and I test drove another car. I was thinking about doing an upgrade. So this guy, he's like 6 something, 6 foot something. I like tall men, but he's, we were talking and he's like 65 years old. He had gray eyebrows, even like that's too old for me. My eyebrows aren't gray yet. Like I do get gray chin hairs every now and again. Those gray hairs are hard. Those are hardcore hairs. They want to stay put. But he had gray eyebrows. That's too old for me. I'm too old. I'm still a young girl. I'm still a young girl. And I was like, no, sir. But he wanted to tell me all about his payday and how he almost made it to the Lakers and how he played on the D League or whatever you call it when you are on the practice squad and you don't quite make the cut. He was showing me all these pictures with him and what's his name? Clayton Thompson with his dad. They were on the same team. I'm like, dude, go somewhere. Like and what I mostly don't like about older men is they want to talk, and they just want you to sit there and listen. And I wish I would. I'm not a good listener. I don't. I'm not a good listener at all, and I'm not about to sit there. And I finally tried to squeeze a word in edgewise, and he acted just like I had said shit. He just want to keep showing me pictures and showing me pictures. You know what? I should have been like, you know what? I gotta go. That's what I should have did. But I was like, just trying not to be rude or whatever. And plus, I wanted to get to the part where we test drove the upgrade I was thinking about getting. That's all I was really thinking about. And he kept just talking to me. He talked to me more about the damn pictures in his phone than he was more concerned with talking about whatever was on his mind. He was more concerned with that than he was about selling the car to me. Dana, the shit wasn't funny at all. Like I was like, "You're not trying to sell me a car?" Like it was good. I mean, he was just like really. He sat there for like 30 minutes. I kid you not, going through all the pics on his phone. He was a narcissist, and I've dated a narcissist like that before. I always want to tell you about their so-called accolades and the people they know and who they rub elbows with. Like you didn't make the Lakers. Don't tell me about how you were on the practice squad and almost made the Lakers. I can give a damn about your friend who's an attorney. You're not an attorney making all the money, so you're just dealership guy. So why are you bring? I can't stand when people try to brag through other people. Like that's not a brag. That's not a win because you have lawyer friends or because your friend has access to celebs and he brings you along for the ride. That's not a win to me. That's just you trying to brag and trying to make yourself feel important. But I don't know if that's an older guy thing, if it's a narcissist thing. I don't know. I don't know. But Dylan, oh, I hope I don't get in trouble for that. Dylan, shut the hell up. What show is it? It wasn't a show. It seems like a show, huh? Dylan, you wish your wife could dress like this. Real talk. You wish your wife. You probably don't even have a wife, Dylan. I'm sure you don't. All right. That's all right. Say bye to Dylan, everybody. Hey, Tasha, what's good? How's your day going? How's your Thursday going? What do you guys have planned for the weekend? Listen, I couldn't wait for it to rain so I can lay my fat ass in the bed and chill and have me a good old sweet time. Netflix is calling my name. My bed is calling my name. I've been working so hard since October, just ripping and running, doing this, that, and the third, shopping, running around with my children, um, having fun, just living life and enjoying myself. Real talk. Fold phone, yeah, it's a Z Fold um, 6. I use it for everything. That's why I don't really use my laptop because I use this one for everything. But I have the iPhone on right now. I couldn't decide which camera if I wanted to get a camera, and for me, a camera is too bulky for me to justify having. Like I got my phone in one hand, the camera in one hand, and like when I want to record, it's just easier to pull out my phone and record, put it back in the pocket or whatever. I don't, and I can be incognito with it or whatever. But with a camera, I don't know. I'm sure a digital camera, and I'm in the market for a digital camera and a laptop. I want a good digital camera. Who makes a good digital camera? If you could buy a camera right now, which camera would you buy? Um, I see they have a Canon on sale on at Walmart for 800. That seems a little pricey. That seems a little pricey. You're staying out of the rain and drinking a margarita or 12. That's the only thing that I don't do anymore. That was the easiest thing for me to stop doing, Dana, but that I still want to do. Like, alcohol has never really been my vice, but I damn sure miss having a good drink every now and again and a nice smoke. Like, that's why I'm so high strung these days. I don't have nothing but Yashika ME1. Is that the camera? Yashika? The trolls, y'all something else tonight. Like, mm-mm. Mm-hmm. Samsung, yep. It's a Samsung. But yes, it's going to be raining a lot, and all I want to do is just cook something hearty for the kids. Um, we did chili and spaghetti a couple of like we did chili, and then we did spaghetti. So now it's time for pot roast. I haven't done pot roast in like I've made roast, but we use the meat to make tacos or even like pork over rice. I haven't made like pot roast with potatoes and carrots in so long. And I know they're ready for something like that and with some cornbread, maybe some green beans on the side. And we could just eat, have our hot chocolate, do our tree, the normal stuff that we usually do around this time of year. What are some of your holiday traditions? For me, it's usually like I usually get my tree after Thanksgiving and I put it up. However, since I have an artificial tree, now I can just go right to my garage, drag it out, put it together, and voila. So we'll be pulling out the tree this weekend as well. Since we're indoors, we'll do that. We'll get us some Starbucks hot drinks and or warm drinks. I've been drinking the caramel brulee latte this week. Usually it's the chai tea, but I've been on the caramel brulee latte. So we'll do that. And I wish I could get my fireplace TV stand. Um, I wish I could get that built. My I think my handyman fired me. He got a little pissed off at me. He knew he was supposed to be coming back, but he got mad at me. So I don't know. I gotta get somebody to put that together now. I'm not gonna call him back. I'm not gonna call him back. But that's what we usually do. We usually wait to until Thanksgiving, then we'll put the tree up. But this year it will be a little different. We're gonna put the tree out and get festive. I already have all the decorations. Um, so I'm ready. I'm ready to feel like in the holiday spirit. You know what I mean? Yeah. Thank you guys for hitting the like button for me. I appreciate you guys. But yeah, outside of that, that was stupid. I just realized what his screen name was too. Dixie. You know, like, these people really just come on here just to clown people on YouTube. Like, where did you find that kind of time? Like, even if you're a child, I hope like you're like a 16-year-old or a 17-year-old. I I'm always imagining a grown person, but it's obviously a kid because an adult just doesn't have that kind of time. Like at this time of night, most adults are probably unwinding from work or probably, thinking about the things that they need to do tomorrow. Nobody has that kind of time on their hands. What's good, Peachy? Hey, girl, what's going on with you? I hope you're doing well tonight. Are you working tonight or do you have the day off? I think I saw a short earlier. You said you got off work this morning. I don't know. I never realized you work nights. How is that working nights? I could never. When I used to work, I could like I would get off. I would work 2 to 10, and I would get off work, and then I could stay up like late. But if I ever had to work overnights, I'm falling asleep every time. Like every other minute, I'm falling asleep. Hi, Artemis Feathers. You're working tonight in class at 10. Ooh, I did that before when I was younger. I would work 10 to 6 at Walmart when I was in college. I worked 10 to 6. I'm good, Artemis. Thank you. How about yourself? And then I worked 10 to 6, and then I had a child that I had to get to school, and then I had a class, and it probably would be about 10 or 11 when I could finally go to sleep, and I would sleep from 10 to 11, from 10 to most of the time I would probably sleep at like 1 or 2 until 8, just sleep all day. Mm. Blessings to you as well, Tasha. Yeah. Thank you, beautiful. Thank you, Peachy. I'm good, just tired. But Wednesday, Thursday, Fridays, and Saturdays are my late nights. I have to stay up later. Um, so I got stuff to do. So people to see, places to be. So I've been up since like about 5 or 6. So, but the good thing about it is when I stay up to like 9, I usually, even if I wake up, I can go back to sleep. Like last night, I had one of those nights where I was stuck in bed. Have you ever did that? Where you're just laying in bed and you're just stuck. Like you want to wake up, but you're stuck between being awake and being asleep. And I had to just start thinking about moving my foot, and that's how I could get up. Like I was just stuck. I hate when I get like that. Like, or I'm up and I can't move. I can't wake myself up. I'm like really stuck in a deep sleep, and I was just laying there like this, like it was scary. So I just stayed like that. Then I start moving my foot. Once I move my foot, then like I gotta just think I can't move nothing else. And I could just think about moving my foot, and I just start moving my foot, and then it got me up enough where I could turn over in bed because I just wanted to turn over. Sometimes I go back to sleep, but I couldn't go back to sleep. My body wanted to wake up, but my mind didn't want to let me. What is that called? And it wasn't sleep paralysis. I don't think it was sleep paralysis. It might have been sleep paralysis. It might have been sleep paralysis. I was stuck. I just thought about that. Hmm. The first time I ever had sleep paralysis, I may have been like 6, 7 years old, and I couldn't wake up, and so I just closed my eyes, and then until I fell asleep, and then in the morning I thought about it. You think it was sleep paralysis? I gotta do classes to keep my certifications up and keep my job. I administer meds and such. Okay. Oh, so you work nights with patients. How is that? A lot of you guys are nurses. I didn't know that. So do you have to take the class every day or is it just tomorrow? I mean, not every day, but do you have a class that's like maybe a couple of weeks long? Or is it like a training or a class that's like one day? I used to love training days at work, especially when sometimes we would have training where we would have to go because when you work for LA County is huge. So you can go to visit any site. You could be in Pomona, you could be in Long Beach, you could be anywhere. So you can be anywhere in LA County doing the training when you work for the county of Los Angeles, depending on what it is. You could be Downey in the AV. So whenever we had trainings that were like local to me or at my work location, I love those because I used to work with juveniles, and anytime we could get away from the juveniles, that was like having a day off. So whenever we had those days, I would be cool with that. But when we had to travel somewhere else, I hated those days. Hey, Dr. Auntie, how are you? You love it. Knock shift. I had 27 online classes the past 2 days. Whoa. They don't let them do you. They don't let you do it on your shift. But I get that too because if you get paid to do it and you can work your normal shift and then get those extra hours, I like that too. When you can, now that I also used to like when you to work your me. I used to work 2.5 days, and sometimes they would let us work our normal shift, and then we could go and do our training on the day we had off, so we could pick up those extra hours. So I like doing that. I'm happy you are here, Dr. Ninja Turtle. I know you said you were looking for a laptop. Now's the time. Click that link in the description right here that I pinned for you guys. Walmart is having that big sale that I've been talking about all week. So, and I saw that they had a good laptop for you gamers and you streamers. They had an HP. It starts with a V. Let me make sure I say it right. Which one was and I'm so mad. This gaming chair that I got at the desk to match, I paid for it separately. But guess what? You could get it. I paid like, and it was on sale. I think 129 for the chair, 114 for the desk, which is not bad. But you could get both of them together for $200. So if you're a streamer or a gamer and you want a cool snazzy chair and desk like I'm sitting at, click that link right there and it will take you to my my storefront and it's right there. And you can get the desk and the chair. And this I have a short I'm gonna show you guys what all this chair can do because you can lift your feet up and all of that stuff. And thank you guys for hitting the like button and thank you for all the hearts. Um, but I know Dr. Ninja Turtle said he was in the market for a laptop. It's actually pre Black Friday. We get paid separately for all the online and in person training. That's what's up. Especially at this time of year where we all can use a few extra coins. We can all use a few extra coins. We can all save some money. I know Dr. NT, he loves to save. I just bought a Dell. You know what? I think they're all BS. I'm going to tell you that right now. I had an HP that was good. You know, I like Acer. I like Acer. I had a good Acer. I had a good Acer, and I'm not gonna say what happened to it, but I had a really good Acer, and I paid like $700 or $800 for it like years ago. It was a great laptop. Every laptop I've had after that, I really didn't like it, but I got an HP, didn't really like it, and I've had two Dells. I bought a Dell in 2021, but I kind of like my kids were using it, I was using it, I was letting it fall. But then it did something weird, and I should have taken it back because um, it had the warranty or whatever under it. And I should have taken that back. But I got another deal. I paid $500 or $600 for it this year in January, and I was like, okay, it doesn't need to have all the bells and whistles because I'm just really going to be uh, writing my books on it or something like that. And I don't know what happened with it, but or it wouldn't turn off. I was doing a live on YouTube. I was doing like a StreamYard live, and then when I did it the night before, but the next day I was setting up my StreamYard and it stopped working. I have 2,500 minimum on laptops. They tend to last many years. Oh. What type of laptop do you get? I'm not spending $2,500 on no damn laptop. I'm saying that, and my crazy ass has spent like $1,200 on a cell phone, $1,500 on a cell phone. But I'm gonna take my cell phone everywhere with me. This cell phone is a good cell phone. I can't. I thought, okay, since it did like this, I thought that it was gonna break easily. Mm-mm. Like I've dropped it, no cracks in it. It's really a good phone. Um, and you close it, it's a cell phone. You open it, it's a desktop. So I love it. Let me cover it up before you guys start knowing my doggone wait a minute, knowing my password. But yes, they probably have something for 2,500 on Walmart.com since you're a big spender. Dell 17-inch Inspiron, is it Inspiron? I don't know. I'm not going to think about that. On the low, pay me a Snapchat and we'll see if I can say it or not. I'm going to let you stick around for 30 seconds and let's see. Give me a $10 Snapchat. Let's see if I can say it or not. On the low. I bet you I know why your name is on the low. What do you guys think? Money getters, why do you think he calls himself on the low? You're a retired IT guy. I have to get the top of the line. Okay. It's called it's a Samsung Z Fold 6. They have a 7 out now. Random generation, my God. Well, where's my $10 and up Snapchat? And we'll see. Is that what it's called? A Snapchat. And we'll see if I can do what you asked on the low. You love the chair with the lights. Are you going live tomorrow from the car? I didn't know you were an IT guy. Why did I always think that you were like a teacher or that's what you did when you worked for the government? What's your government job? And what made you go from IT to teaching? Oh, Cardi B had her baby. You know what? They said that they got pregnant day one. That's crazy. Like the first time, he knocked it out the park. That's a dangerous guy. That's a dangerous guy. He got like 4 or 5 women pregnant at the same time. And imagine night one, you getting pregnant. But congratulations to her. I'm just reading this on my phone. Stefan is fine. So they had a little boy or whatever. So he's super fine. Hmm. But yeah, she says she's ready to give you guys a performance of a lifetime. Cardi looks like she probably had that baby last week. They said she had it last week. She probably had that baby. She could have had that baby in October. We don't know when she had that baby. 2 weeks ago, but that's her business. I would have did the same thing. I would have like with my last child, I didn't announce that I had her until a couple of days later. I just wanted to keep something for myself. I didn't post her or anything. And then finally, I posted her pictures or whatever. Why do people do that? Like you share your pregnancy the whole time, then all of a sudden, people don't want to show their babies or whatever. My baby was gorgeous too. I don't know. I have the Galaxy S20. I have that one too. You demoted during government downsizing and needed a side hustle. Oh, okay. You know what? I remember there was a time when we all thought to ourselves, "Oh, graduate from college and get you one of those good government jobs." That's what used to be the lick, right? You get in the government, get a good pension, retire um, from the state, the city, the county, or whatever. But now, even those jobs no longer have guarantees. I was telling my daughter or someone that, or maybe on here, I was saying it somewhere that, um, right, people get to calling like you're crazy, right? You had the baby, what's your name, or how much did it? No, I think if you have a baby, give yourself a week to unwind. These girls, these young girls are getting out there. They want to see how quick they can snap back. They want to see how quick they can run in the streets and whatever. Mm-mm. I don't know. After I had my first child, after I had my 1 through 5, I never felt like running, ripping and running and jumping right up. I felt like, thank you, Jesus. I done got this hook head baby up out of me. I would just want to relax with my baby. I want to convalesce. I want to relax. I want to have a good meal. I want to just unwind. I want to chill. I want everything around me clean. I want my baby clean. I want to just hold my baby and uh, tend to my child. I just want to nurture my child. The last thing I was thinking about was me and what I needed. And not that I wasn't trying to make sure I was okay and resting and relaxing. I was doing all of that. But when I mean um, I wasn't thinking of me, what I mean is my baby was my first concern. I didn't want everybody touching my kids. I didn't want them, all out in the wilderness, all out with all these strange weirdos and germs and all of that. I wanted to keep my babies indoors, in the house, safe and sound, and away from the heebie-jeebies. Right, right. My baby wasn't catching none of those germs. Absolutely. Right, taking her babies to Disneyland. Ooh, wee. Putting them in a cesspools full of water. This summer, I got into the little lazy river, and when I saw all those people around me, I said, "Oh hell no!" It was like hundreds of people in the lazy river, babies, grown people. Ooh, I don't know how I did it. I honestly don't know how I did it. I thought the government was a safe job. In 2011, the government had big cuts. I remember one time my sister's friend had a baby. I didn't ask to hold her baby because I could care less about that, her friend or her baby. But my sister was like, "Oh, let me hold the baby," and her friend was like, "Okay, go wash your hands." And my sister was so offended. I think she cried when she went home. I was like, there wasn't nothing wrong with somebody telling you to wash your hands before you touch their new baby. Some people will be like, okay, but now that we know what we know, like wash your hands. Like you just came from outside, go put your hands some sanitizer. Or now we're doing that a lot more. But I think back in the day, we just hand our baby on over. No, wash your hands, hand sanitize. This is a new, fresh out the cooch baby we're talking about. hmm When I first started working for Los Angeles County as a probation officer, um, job security, that terminology was always being thrown around. Like, oh well, because like when a kid would come back, somebody would make the comment job security, and they stopped. Who knew that they would stop arresting criminals? And like you doggone near have to, I don't know, even if you somebody you get 5 years. That's what they're giving to the kids nowadays, and depending on what they do, I always felt like, why didn't kids that look like us, why weren't they given the same benefit of the doubt and afforded the rehabilitation programs and things of that nature? Why were we instantly put into the system and, you know, just basically put through a revolving door of us coming in and getting arrested and never really getting the opportunity to move on from that, right? Like the other kids, they would they would never even see the inside of a juvenile hall, most of them. Like in the 90s, the juvenile system was mostly African American. By 2010, it was most, and now especially, it's mostly Hispanic. And rarely do you see anybody else in there. You're going to see 75% Hispanic, maybe 20% African American, and the rest everything else, if that is even what it is. And now they're not really arresting young girls or whatever. They're just really arresting boys. And like I said, you have to do something very violent, very criminal. It's no longer the status offenses that they used to arrest juveniles for, and not even the more serious crimes um, are they arresting them for, which is sad because criminal behavior, for the most part, starts in the teen years. Teen years. Ooh, Lord Jesus. Mm. Baby, the weirdos are out tonight. Like they're really on my job tonight, which is crazy. But yeah, there's no more job security even in the criminal justice system. Like I said, I feel like they shouldn't have arrested as many kids as they used to arrest. I feel like they definitely should have been more fair in meting out justice, but um, that pendulum has swung from right all the way to left. It's like there's no in between with these government entities, which is just, I don't know. It's like nobody's making the correct decisions anymore. Life just seems so different. It's like, let's try this out. Well, let's try that out. Like, they want with this whole transgender thing. And this is not me being for or against it. This is just me saying, what happened to the part where we really can give people an opportunity to consider and make adjustments? Why are we taking young kids and saying, okay, you feel like this? Okay, cool. Here, take this medication and it'll be all better. How are we just going from allowing kids to make decisions when they become old enough to understand the full weight of their decisions? Where do we draw the line? When your kids turn 13, you can no longer see their records. I can't see my kids' medical records on Kaiser anymore. I used to could see everybody's records. I cannot make appointments for them online. I have to call and then I can make an appointment. That's crazy. How am I doing getting ready for Christmas? Oh, I just talked about that. I already have my artificial tree from last year in my garage. Barring that, there's no spider webs or anything. I'm just gonna shake it out and drag it on in the house. It already has lights on it, so I think we just screw it together and set it up. And I bought new decorations, so they're all strewn about this room that I'm sitting in. I have a box of decorations just all over the place, Christmas stuff everywhere. So I haven't even thought about getting these girls any gifts. I'm like, nobody's even asked for anything. Usually come July, they have already had their list, revised them, added to it. Look, if I can't get anything else, I just want this. They haven't asked for anything. They got new cell phones in March. Um, we already did a lot, so it's not really much that they can ask for. No, I haven't not bought a single gift. And then plus, I just gave them all money, a considerable amount of money, and they could. Um, I told them, get you a pair of shoes, get you some clothes. Don't spend it all on DoorDash. But they don't have a need for anything. So, are you ready for Christmas yet, Doctor Ninja Turtle? What are you getting your wife this year? And Peachy, what about you? How's your son doing? Is he doing? Is your son in college? Is it time? Did he graduate with my daughter? Did he graduate too? I'm supposed to be buying that daughter a car. Um, you give your grandchildren money. I think I'm giving them like a some type of something stock or something. I was thinking about that too. Something that mm, something besides something material, something that they could actually use. But oh, he graduated trade school and getting his license. My daughter um, is trying to get into the nursing program. She has to do a few more prereqs, and then she can get into the nursing program. So that's what she's working on. You put money in your emergency fund for holiday gifts. That's what's up. Um, I finally got my emergency fund. Um, I put 5K into a CD, so we'll see. That's gonna net very little, but it still can roll over. So I added that's my emergency fund, just 5K, and then I also put some money into some stocks. Ooh, let me write that down. Hold on. Okay, okay, for my agenda tomorrow. Okay, all right. Because I was told that I could start an IRA, and I'm gonna do that. Um, I gotta go pick up my laptop tomorrow. Okay. Um, okay. I got y'all all in my business. I started saving after I stopped listening to Oprah, opening an IRA and started investing quarterly. It worked out for me. Well, what did Oprah say? Oprah's a damn billionaire. You're building yours $50 at a time. That's what's up. Um, my kids are getting older, so they can stop expecting gifts from me. I tell them once you reach 18, you get one gift. But even that, all of them are getting one gift. One gift. I always give them pajamas and an outfit and some like sneakers to wear or whatever shoes they say they want. I get them a cute outfit so we can all dress up and look cute on Christmas. You always got to have that Christmas outfit, Easter outfit. When I was growing up, Gma Money Getter always got us kids a new outfit for every holiday. Every holiday we had a new outfit, new shoes, new hairdos. We grew up. I can't grew up in the hood, and my mom worked for the post office, and she still made it happen for us. That was just my mom. I put my stock in bond investments in Roth, and it's already taxed, so it's my money free and clear when I cash out. Oh, what percent do they tax it out? Because I don't know. I don't know the difference between an IRA and a Roth IRA. Enlighten us. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I know everything and I don't, and miss out on some information that's pertinent to my future. When I was working, I did have, I think it was a 459B, and it wasn't a 401k, but I spent that. I spent that, all of it, because when it was a pandemic, I was off work for some time, so I needed that emergency money at that time. Um, what I would do is I would like load up on my contributions, and then when school would come around and we needed and to get the kids school clothes, I would borrow whenever I needed. I would borrow, thinking I had plenty of time to invest into that. And I got started late with that, so by the time I did retire, I didn't have anything left. I think they owe me like a couple of $1,000. I still have my Social Security. They still owe me my Social Security. Let's not forget about that. And dealers asked me, do I want my job back, my old college job at dealers? And I thought about that shit. I'm like, wait a minute, we're not supposed to be working. Do you want to work? But I might go back up there because I think I need like a year or two of quarters, because the older you get, like I didn't finish up my quarters. I was really young when I was still working in the public sector. So by the time I start working for the government, um, they don't pay into Social Security. So I actually had a retirement fund, but I am still eligible to collect on that Social Security. All I have to do is go get a job and find. I gotta call them and see. Well, how many quarters do I need? And quarters cost a different amount depending on your age, whatever. So I'm thinking I'm gonna go and work somewhere a couple of years so that when I do reach full retirement age, because I'm still a baby, I'm really a young girl. Um, when I get, what is it? What is retirement age? By the time I make it to 65, it'll probably be 80. But I believe it's 65. They're trying to get it to 70. Can you believe that? 70? That's why we got to vote. But 65 is right around the corner. It's knocking at the door. I need to get me a few more years of work in there so I can still have my retirement that I have now, plus my Social Security, plus whatever I save in an IRA, plus the millions of dollars that I'm going to make as a best selling authoress, and whatever else it is that I plan to do in these next 20 years. I'm thinking about I'm thinking about going back to school. I won't say for what, but I thought about that too. I'm like, do I really want to be using the last bit of brain cells I have trying to get further my education? Like, is that what I really want to do? And that's where I'm at. I'm gonna get to you, Ocean Bay. Give me a second, Bay. That's where I'm at in life. Like I made those decisions that everybody said I should make. Go to school, get your education. Oh, you need a husband to take care of you and your kids. Oh, you need good benefits. I did everything like that. I did what people said was the right thing to do. Like, you don't want to be alone. You don't want to be alone, do you? Oh, you don't want to be a cat lady. Oh, you don't want to work a job, and or you don't want to be working at McDonald's when you're 40. I did everything that I thought was the right way to do it, and I didn't really do what I wanted to do. I did what society approves of and tells us we're supposed to do. I didn't. I didn't do the things I wanted to do. And I try to push that on my kids. Like, what do you want to do? Not what do you want to have, or not what other people say you should do. What do you want to do? What excites you? And that's where I'm at right now. I'm like, I don't want to just work just so I can have benefits when I get 65. I want to live and be happy. I don't want to just spend my life toiling. I want to make sure that I make good conscious decisions, because that's freedom. That's what true freedom is, making decisions that will benefit you in the long run. And that's what I want to do. But what would benefit me most is being happy. That's what I think. Mm-hmm. 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 I pay taxes on up front. The 401k is taxed after. That was my best option to cash out free and clear without being taxed once I cash out. But at the same time, if you, and correct me if I'm wrong, if you wait till later, wouldn't you have already built up more money now? Like, say, like, okay, if I'm putting $100, we're just going to make it as simple as possible. If I'm putting $100 a month into an account, right, that's a whole $100. And then that $100 is gaining interest and it's rolling over 100 a month, 100 a month. But if they're taxing it already at 15%, then that's only $85. And then the interest, is it going to come out to be the same thing at the end of the day? Like, or will you have more money to gain more interest to roll over? Do you understand what I'm saying? 68 is not, Peach, quit it. 68 is a retirement age. Let me find out. What is the retirement age? No, it's not. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. Girl, 67. Might as well be 68. Full retirement age is 67 for anyone born in 1960 or later, but it varies for those born earlier. You can start collecting Social Security retirement benefits as early as age 62, but your monthly benefit will be permanently reduced. If you wait to claim benefits past your full retirement age, your monthly payment will increase up to age 70. Born in 1960 or later, full retirement age is 67. Born between 43 and 54, 66. Um, well, it doesn't matter because all those people already hit those ages. And listen, if you're born in 1959, full retirement age is 66 and 10 months. So basically 67. These people are freaking crazy. We need to get these people out of here. How are you going to tell us we got to wait forever to get our money? Like, I got to wait to 67? That's 20 more years to get this money. That's crazy, y'all. The stuff they put us through. And you work and you put money into an account and then they tell you you can't have it. That's crazy. That's why, listen, if you can get a good government job, get your government job, because you can really retire mostly when you want to. I think 50, 55 and up. You can retire earlier. You probably don't want to because it won't be much that you can get, but at least you won't have to wait until you're 67, 68. And then diversify. Diversify. If you have 401k, put some money in that, baby. Put it in there. Even if you don't have a 401k, can't you get an IRA, a IRA, or whatever it's called? I think you can put like 7,000 a year in there. Get that. Get that. I know people who retired They got Social Security coming in. They got something from their job of pension. Then they got something from the military. They got four, five, six, seven, eight, nine different incomes coming in, and they're retired, and it's just stacking up. They don't have nothing to do with it but let it stack. Kids, dad, let me borrow 20,000, 30,000, and you don't want to get to that point either where you just got like some 400 or 500K sitting in the bank and you don't have nothing to do with it but get scammed. How do old people let people scam them? Somebody got scammed for 400K because somebody called and said, "This is the Social Security Administration, and we need you to do such and such." And they took all that man's money, $400,000, and his son was trying, and the FBI was trying to help him get it back. 400,000. That was an inside job. Somebody at the bank said, "Look, this person got this much money in the bank. They're older, they're senile. You could probably get them to come up off of it." Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And you don't want to leave all that money to your kids because they're gonna just mess over it. I'm just, I'm just being honest. Mm-hmm. Spend your own money. Donate your own money. Put it to good causes. Mm-hmm. That's what I would do. Mm-hmm. Leave your kids something too, so that they can have a little bit to stand on, but don't leave them much. They just passed a law that made it a crime to be homeless. I'm all set for my retirement. You're collecting Social Security in 2 years. I did everything right. Somebody said, "Look, you did a good thing because, like, I retired early, and this retirement is forever. Um, and now I have the ability to support myself and my children and um, move on and do something else. So I'm happy about that. But I get time to figure out what I want to do, and then I want to make my next move my best move because it's enough to support us, but it's not enough. It's not like I hit the lottery or nothing like that. It's just enough, and you don't want just enough. You want some more, you know. But I'm okay if I don't get that too. But no, I'm not. Hey Sierra, standing on business in the building. What's good? How are you doing tonight, you guys? Did you guys all hit the like button for me? Yeah, it's sad hitting up old people. Like some people are just like in my old job, they and a lot of kids were getting abused. I didn't do any abusing, not me. I wasn't that type of person. And not on my watch. I never seen anybody abuse a kid. I heard about it, but I never saw a child being abused. And for the most part, most of the people that I worked with were good, upstanding people, and they were respectable and they respected kids. Most people are not, um, and they're trying to do anything to harm kids. But the funny thing about it is, they have this big thing against probation officers in LA County and everywhere. But it seems like it's the teachers that's really got to be worried about. You don't see them bothering the teachers like that. And those teachers are something else. But whoever it is messing with kids, they need to be handled accordingly. But anyway, I digress. My point is this: they have $1 billion they set aside, and then they just came up with another 400 million set aside for all these children that have been abused. But I just read the other day that they're realizing that a lot of those people are scamming the system and saying they were abused and they weren't, and they're going to come down on them pretty hard if they made up a story. But people are actually doing that. Who would do that? Like, there's not enough money for me to lie and say that something like that happened to me. I feel like when you, and people don't think about this, I know there are people that are doing so bad that they would do anything just to come out of out from under where they are. Like there are people who are in third world countries in the dump, in the garbage dump, looking for something to eat. I can understand that hunger, that desire to get from up out of where they are. It doesn't make it right for you to steal from somebody, but I can understand it. Um, what the hell was that noise? But um, to steal from older people, older senile people. But I guess like you guys gonna be like, damn, that's cold MMG. But if somebody is 80, 90 years old, what the hell do they need with 400 million? They don't need that money. Like if you're gonna steal from somebody, why not steal from somebody who's 80 years old with a $400 million, 400K pension just sitting in the bank collecting dust? I'm sleepy. I get goofy when I'm sleepy. But no, it is wrong. It is wrong to steal. Hey, Callie, what's good? How are you doing tonight? We can all get scammed, definitely. I think more so, I don't think I would get scammed. I think if anything, um, somebody working at the bank will scam me that kind of way, like they would do something like that. But like, or or if you fall in love with the wrong person, I've seen women do that, fall in love with the wrong person, and they just fleece them dry. Like some women, they get carefree and they have a given spirit. I'm not one of those women. I am not one of those women. If anybody's gonna scam me, it would probably be the barbs. Mom, do you think you could do so? I gotta stop letting them scam me. Um, for sure. Cash app scams and romance scams. Like, and I be wondering, like, did you guys see that? I think it was on Netflix. This guy, I forget the name of the story, but he was a decent looking older gentleman, and he was getting with all these women. Women be having it going on. That's why I don't understand. Why are you staying with men who are bums? Like it used to be a time where women would stay with men because the man provided, but these women all had like at their disposal, they had like hundreds of thousands of dollars. It was this one black girl. She had, what was she doing? She had some type of business, and she had good credit because this man she went to high school with, I believe, and he hooked up with her on Facebook. It's on Netflix. I forget what the name of the show is called, but it was about these different people who were being scammed, like they were in relationships. And this man, I thank God that none of these women were physically harmed, because sometimes when you when you resist or you stop letting these people fleece you, they resort to violence, right? So this one black lady, she had good credit because this man had her just signing the dotted line on everything. He had her believing he was a doctor. He wasn't nobody. Was he a doctor? Was he a doctor? Because he started working at a university. Was he a doctor? I don't remember. I don't remember if he was a doctor or if he was just educated or something. But he had her opening up these like plastic surgery centers, and they went belly up, and she lost all kinds of money. But she was doing it big. Like, I don't understand. These women, they'll be highly educated, they'll have all this money and good credit at their disposal, and then they'll get with these liars. Like, it'll look so good. The man, he'll look halfway decent, clean cut or whatever, and they'll be taking pictures, and then you'll see him in different photo shoots on vacation, and the whole time it's all a lie. It's all a lie. Like, mm-mm, mm-mm. And my mom says, when I say, "Oh, I don't want to get married. I don't think I want to get married again. I don't know if that's in the cards for me." This is what my mom threatens me with. "Oh, God has somebody for you," and I'd be like, "No, no, please, no." Like I'm not scary, and I'm not like feeling like, oh, everybody's out to get me. I just like living life on my terms, and I don't want to do what everybody else is doing. I want to do what I want to do. Right, like the Tyler Perry movies, Peachy will sweep you off of your feet and get you for everything you have. Hmm. Right, or be abusive or whatever. And it's not just men; it's women too. It's women too. We're not gonna just act like it's the men's. It's women too that do the shady stuff. For real, for real. Hmm. 8% increase per year. I don't know, but I think so. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. My percentage increases a year, but it does pretty good. Yeah, but thank you all for tuning in tonight. If you haven't already done so, please hit the like button. If you are watching the replay and you made it this far, thank you. I'm glad you came in and stopped by too. This was a good conversation um, about finances. Dr. Ninja Turtle talks retirement and finances on his channel. I believe he goes live tomorrow. What time? 8 o'clock? 8 a.m. It's usually 8 a.m. my time. Let us know, Dr. Ninja Turtle. Are you going live in the morning? I do that a lot. Like a lot of times I go and start talking in someone's chat and saying hello, and then I'm like, when somebody says hit the like button, then I'll realize I didn't hit the like button. 8:15 Cali time, so 8:15 Pacific time. I believe that's 11:15. That's a is that a cool time to go live? 11:15. When I look at my analytics, it looks like 12 between 12 and 6 is my time to shine. So, mhm. Oh, by the way, I did finally upload my honest review on Brandy and Monica's concert. Um, at first, I was like gonna just give it a glowing review, but I was like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna tell how I really felt about everything. I liked the concert. I did not like my seats, and I thought I got good seats, but the Forum is boo boo. I'm never going back to the Forum for another concert. Maybe I need to lose weight. Nah, that's not it. Um, but I felt like I was packed in like a sardine, right? And I didn't like the seating. I didn't like how the seating was. I feel like like it shouldn't have been as many people in there, but they found a way to overlook the fire codes or whatever. It was just, mm-mm. And then the way everybody had to. Now listen, how it was when everybody left, and we tried to get out before the boy is mine. Before the boy is mine came on, I was like, all right, let's leave. And the person I went with had to use the restroom, and then I left my coat, so I had to go back and get my jacket. I should have left that damn jacket because what did we do that for? The boy's mind was over like this, and all those people came coming out, and I was like, what if it's a stampede? What if it's a stampede? Oh, thank God we made it out of there safely. And then we waited so late that by the time we did reach the vehicle, it was like we were at a standstill. But we got out of there too. It took us about 20 minutes, but we got out of there too. But anyway, if you want to watch that, oh, that was when your dog was in doggy daycare. Yes, they pack you in for the money. But I've been to like smaller venues before, and I don't remember them ever being that tight. I probably was smaller. I don't know, but no. But no, I don't ever remember being that packed in like that. But we were packed in at the Forum. Um, and I don't like the seating either at the Forum because it goes up like this, right? Like you're at a slant, like walking up. So I see why they don't. They probably should tear the damn Forum down and make something new because they have SoFi right next to it. And then the Lakers used to play at the Forum, but now they have their new snazzy new. Well, it's not new; it's been there for a while. But that's why they left the Forum probably because they probably just needed to tear it down and start over. But because how long has it been there? It's been there for a while. You got ready with me. You're welcome. Thank you. You like my outfit? You know what? Last minute I was looking for like a pink hoodie because I wanted um all pink on. Um but I guess that worked too with the denim jacket. I was thinking, should I get a suit because the theme was women in suits, and there were quite a few people there in suits, but not a lot. I saw it was like 7 or 8 women. They were standing in front of us, well, seated in front of us, and they all had on like airbrush shirts. When I tell you, I looked around at the crowd, and all I saw was a bunch of old ladies. And then I realized I'm one of them old ladies. We all grown. We're all grown now. Like, but when I tell you they was geeked up, I mean, oh my gosh. One thing about the Forum that I do like is we're gonna see a lot of different people. It's gonna be a colorful, eclectic mix of people. The girls was in there. I mean, they were turned up. Okay, and you know what I mean by the girls. It was a lot of them. It was a lot of them in there. I'm like, who knew that Brandy and Monica had such a large LGBTQ fan base? But they do, and it was a lot of women. It was a lot of people in there bringing their teenage kids with them. Like, no, this is my era, and I brought my younger daughter in here. She had to come with me, and she knows the songs because I played them all the time. It was like nothing but fun and laughs the whole evening. What I liked about the concert. Well, I'm not gonna tell you guys all of that. You guys go and watch um, my review. It's less than 15 minutes. It's not um, too long, and I think I did it kind of funny. I did it in one take. I did just like a voiceover. I didn't want to play any music. I didn't want to ring any alarms or YouTube. We are old now. We. This is what I want to know. Uh, what age is auntie age, and what age is grandma age? Because I know I was auntie when I turned 40. Now that I'm about to be 50, am I grandma? Am I grandma age? What ages are auntie? And you know how you be big sis. You're sis in your 30s. You're big sis in 30s to the 20-year-olds. You're big sis. 40s, you're auntie. I don't mind being an auntie. Ooh, child. Who's in my nose? Mm. Um, I don't mind being an auntie. But I don't want nobody calling me no damn ma'am, nana, grandma, none of that. After 30, sis, 40 is auntie, grandma is 60. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Ocean Bay. Mm-hmm. I just said that I'm still a babe in the woods out here. I still got a lot to learn. I'm just getting my second wind. Like, let's not play with it, Dr. Ninja Turtle. You don't know the generations? Well, are you Unc? Are you Unc? How old are you, Dr. Ninja Turtle? Did you tell me that before? Age is more than a number. R. Kelly R. Kelly told Aaliyah age ain't nothing but a number. Don't start that, Dr. Ninja Turtle. Age is more than a number. You're in the mid 60s. Oh, so your grandpa. Uh, you know, well, you do not know R. Kelly. Hmm. Peachy says 30s is big sis, 40s is TT, and 60s is grandma. Right, right. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. All right, that's fine by me. I don't mind being called auntie. I do not mind being called. I don't like TT though. I don't like TT. TT sound. I don't know. Call me, call me auntie. I don't mind being called auntie. Well, I'm gonna go. I know some of you are on the East Coast and probably ready for bed. And we'll be back at this thing first thing in the morning. If you do decide to go check out what Walmart has, the link is in my bio. If you haven't already clicked on the link in the message, the chat, they have a lot of good stuff over there. I actually have not really started shopping. Once I do, I'm going to add more things to my storefront and I'll update that. So you guys can click the link in my bio. You can click the link tree and you can get the Walmart Plus subscription. It's half off right now and it's for the whole year. So um, if you like to get Walmart orders shipped to your house, I highly recommend that you get that deal while it's hot. What else? What else? What else? Mm. TT is dope fiendish. Well, what should you fiendish is what I meant. Yeah, fiendish. But that word too, fiendish. Sometimes we get a little too smart for our own good, PG. You know how we do when we get 45. Listen, when I was in college, when before I started college, I remember I was an excellent speller. I was an excellent wordsmith. And I remember my instructors, they would be at the board. How do you spell this? How do you spell that? And I'm like, what do you mean, how do you spell? How are you teaching us and you don't know how to spell? But what happens is the more books you read, when I went to college, I started reading books with more technical terms and learning words that I didn't know so that my normal or my regular speech changed. So um, I don't know how to spell anymore. Like, what word was it? I always affiliate. I always have a hard time with affiliate. It doesn't have two L's. It only has one L. I always have a time with that one. It's a few of them that I have a time with. Right, right. How do you spell? You start needing glasses. I've had 20/20 vision all my life, and then I started needing. You're grading students. You just know inner beauty. I know that's right, Dr. Ninja Turtle. Word fixes your spelling. It works sometimes. Sometimes it don't though. All right. Good night, guys. Ooh, Pastor. Ooh, your phone don't fix nothing. My phone does fix it, but sometimes it forgets that it's smart and it doesn't fix it. I got one more hour. I gotta be up, and then I can go take my sorry self to bed. I can wait. Oh, I cannot wait. Good night, Dr. Ninja Turtle. Good night, Peachy. Good night, Ocean Bay. Who else is in here still? Um, Thank you guys for all tuning in and chopping it up with me. Um, the rest of the year is almost over. But it's been fun with you guys, hanging out with you guys and meeting you all this year. You guys really helped me to turn my channel around. I've grown so much this year. I think I already doubled my followers this summer. What I From what I entered in at the top of the year, so it was my goal to do that, and I did just that. I hope to reach 5K by the end of the year, and I'm sure I will. I've been working really hard on all my platforms. Um, if you had access to my Facebook before, if you had ever been over there, I took my link off my YouTube. I used to have it on here, but then I was getting a little weird, few weirdos over on my Facebook. But if you find it, you find it. But I've been grinding all week on everything. This is the time of the year where I try to step it up a little bit and get prepared for the new year. But shout out to all of you content creators who have been supporting me. I try to support everybody as much as I can, but I have so many supporters now. So many comments are coming in. It's a good thing and it's a bad thing because there was a time where I was barely getting comments, and then there was a time where I was getting a lot of comments, and now it's like I'm days behind. It's like, oh my gosh, I try to keep up, but it's kind of next to impossible to keep up with everything. And after a while, once I see that the conversation is flowing pretty well and everybody is commenting, I don't comment anymore. So, but I guess it's a good issue to have, right? Anyway, I'm belaboring this conversation. Good night, Peachy. Don't work too hard. Um, see you guys tomorrow. All right.